The world is literally your oyster. The things that you imagine of what you want to accomplish and things that you can accomplish are literally boundless. There's so much I want to achieve in my lifetime, in my 20s, that I need to prioritize myself. Hi guys, so this is a video very different than what I normally make, but it has been something that I have been wanting to do for so long. I recorded clips and videos this time last year. I re-recorded in April, and then both times I never posted, and I don't know what happened, if it's because it's just something that I told myself I don't really post this stuff. I didn't think it was good enough. I couldn't formulate my thoughts right, or like whatever reason, but it just never saw the light. Now a year has gone by. A lot of things in life are happening again where I'm just like, I want to gather all my thoughts and put it out there. I mean, I'm no expert. I'm going through everything my first time in life too, but at the same time, there's so much to learn that it's hard to go through it alone. And if I can part any of my experience onto you guys, I feel like that's all I need. I'm just now entering my 20s. I'm in college. New people coming to my life, people who I once thought were close have left my life, and it's just been a series of ups and downs, and it's just hard. Every time I have someone leave my life, I just think to myself, I should really prioritize myself. Whenever I really cherish someone, I really prioritize them and their feelings. And even if it's like people I don't know, like for example, like strangers on the internet, I try to cater to that rather than myself. And it's something that I'm getting better at for myself and learning to prioritize myself, but it's something that's really hard. It's not something that's like you can just do it right away. Prioritizing yourself takes a lot of work. It's not just the act of being selfish, but it's learning how to put your own happiness and retrain ourselves to actually think about ourselves before we think about the people around us. And I'm not going to say, oh, go and stop treating the people around you well, but it's a matter of fact of trying to push yourself to make small sacrifices to, in the end, make yourself a better person. Like, yes, you can go to that party, you can go hang out with your friends, but when I always do that, even if I don't want to, because I'm afraid that turning down my friend will make them not like me. I'm not someone who gets FOMO. In fact, half the time when I'm with people, I get very stressed from not being able to do work. Maybe it's the workaholic in me, but I get very stressed from like taking time and just putting it into something that I don't see myself growing from. And that's what I found a lot in either relationships, friendships, acquaintances. Like, I would feel bad for saying no to people, get myself into situations, and then hate where I'm at. And I want to emphasize that I'm not trying to belittle my experiences with other people or belittle your experiences with other people, but I think it's really important to reassess where you're putting time into and whether you're putting it into yourself or you're putting it into other people. And if your source of joy, your source of happiness, what you want to spend time on is hanging out with people and creating new relationships, meeting new people, then like go for it. Just because you're building relationships and creating friendships doesn't mean that you aren't getting anything out of it. Because definitely when I hang out with my friends, I get happiness too. When I go out and meet new people, I'm also creating new relationships that I will absolutely love in the future. But I'm talking about the instances where you settle for something because you're scared of what other people are going to think. Lately for myself, I've just found myself in that position a lot where I settle for other people's happiness. And it's hard. I mean, there's always the mentality of being a boss girl or grind mindset, but it's hard. It really is. And especially when you're surrounded by people that you love and cherish and you don't want to make them upset. You don't want to say no to them, you don't want to hurt them, or fear that you are not putting enough time into the relationship. But something I've realized is that if someone truly cares about you, they are willing to make that sacrifice for you as well. My dearest friends, if I have time and I want to hang out with my friends and they say, no, like there's this project I really want to work on, or like there's this new thing I really want to try, and it's something that they want to do alone, I don't get offended by it at all. And if they are like, I am absolutely tired from blah, 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 I can't hang out like at all this week, then I understand that too. And I think in the past, just running into people who guilt trip you or manipulate you or make you feel bad for saying no to them, even if they're a good friend or even if they're trying to convince you to do something fun, but they can't understand that boundary of yours, then they aren't healthy people to have. And I guess what I'm trying to say is prioritizing yourself is so important. And if your friends don't understand that, are they really your friends? There's a very delicate line between prioritizing yourself and hurting people too. And like that is also something I wanted to talk about, because I recently heard the phrase of, I wanted to protect my own peace. There's an extent of which you should also prioritize yourself. People we cherish are in our lives for a reason. And at the end of the day, all of our work, accomplishments, money, assets, materials, status, it means nothing. And what really matters is the love that you have around you, the people you are surrounded by, and the memories that you have with them. In prioritizing yourself, you shouldn't be hurting other people. The important thing is being able to differentiate between whether people actually want the best for you or they just want you there when it's convenient for them. And whether they're there for you not when you're at your lowest or when you're at your highest is very indicative of what kind of friendship it is. A lot has happened in the past 1-2 months for me, and that is something that I've just realized. I'm at a point where I at least hopefully believe that I'm mostly surrounded by people who understand those sacrifices that I want to make, and like I also understand the sacrifices that they want to make, and that we're all pushing each other to be the best that we can be, even if that means that we can't always hang out or we can't always do X, Y, and Z together. Relationships are a two-way street, and everything that I've been saying of prioritizing yourself and making all these sacrifices and things too, if your friends are doing the same back to you and prioritizing themselves, you should respect that too. Now that I'm in my 20s, there's so much I want to accomplish. And when you're in your 20s, the world is literally your oyster. The things that you imagine of what you want to accomplish and things that you can accomplish are literally boundless. If I wanted to, I could probably not be a K-pop star, but like, my point is like, if I wanted to be a neurosurgeon, I can do that. I could put my mindset and do that. If I wanted to be an actress, I could put my mindset and do that. But it's a matter of you have to put in the work to get there. And that is something that I've thought about a lot, and I don't want to regret later in my life. Like, I don't want to think, wow, Mia, like I should not have been partying when I could have been working for my future. That is something personally for me, I prioritize more than having fun is my future. Like, I still like to go out. I like to go to concerts, raves, parties, but like there's a limit to that. I will go to a party once in a blue moon. That is all I need. Anything more than that will get me stressed out. So that's why I've just been thinking so much. Like, there's so much I want to achieve in my lifetime, in my 20s, that I need to prioritize myself. Like, this is not a matter of should I prioritize myself or not? Should I do this? But it's a I need to do this in order to create the future that I want, in order to create the person that I want to become. Because the person that I am today is going to be the same as tomorrow. And it's the little things that I decide to do with each day that's going to ultimately make the future that I'm going to live. And if I keep putting other people in front of me, then in the end, the future that I am going to have is not the future that I want for myself right now. I've just constantly been thinking about how it's just so important that you need to recognize your own needs, your own wants, your own dreams, desires, and put yourself and those goals ahead of having fun in the moment. It's really a hard lesson, and it's going to be hard to make those sacrifices, but at the end of the day, it's for yourself. You are prioritizing yourself for yourself. You aren't prioritizing yourself because I'm telling you to, because your friends are telling you to, because it's for your friends or your parents. At that point, if you're doing it for them, then you aren't doing it for yourself anymore. I'm telling you to listen to what you truly want inside, like your own heart, your own mind, that inner child. Okay, if your inner child wanted you to be like a mermaid, then like probably not that. But like if your inner child is like, I want to become a YouTuber, I want to become an actress, even if you're like 30. Like, I think the craziest thing is people who are 30 thinking they're old. I genuinely don't think there's an age that's ever too old. Like, you see people who are 90 running marathons. I couldn't run a marathon, you know? Like, it's not a matter of age. Genuinely, it's not. It's a matter of like, what do you have in your mind, your goals for life? What do you want to accomplish with the rest of your time on earth? And how are you going to accomplish it? And why you need to put yourself first to accomplish that. Now that I'm in my 20s and I'm starting to have this opportunity out in the world for me, that's all I've been thinking about. Because we have one lifetime, one shot to do whatever we want with our lives and accomplish whatever we want. The world is literally your oyster. Like, it literally is your oyster. You just need to recognize that you need to put yourself first. Cherish the people you love, cherish the people you're around, make sure you're still creating memories. But at the end of the day, like, you gotta live for yourself too. Living for other people is not living. Living for yourself is what it means to live. And I guess that is the end of my little spiel. I hope you guys at least got something insightful from this. I feel like this is just a very big sister heart-to-heart moment for me, and I genuinely really did enjoy filming this. If you guys did not like it, let me know. I'll see how it goes, but thank you guys for listening and watching this video, and I love you guys all so much, and until next time, bye.
Woke up at 11 o'clock, I ain't got no job, what the hell should I do today? This feel like some I don't give a fuck, oh my god, shut the fuck up, I ain't